Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back. Today is September the 11th, 2022. I'm going to do a quick video because I've heard and I've seen videos of people saying that these three indexes, the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ are going to test the lows that came in June. And I'm here to tell you all that that looks highly unlikely. I'm going to show you all from the chart as to where the market is going to go. Quick video because I did a video for these three indexes a while ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, looking for the market to continue to trend down. But what occurred on the ending of the trading day last week tells me that the bullishness is actually still in place. So those who are bears, those who have been talking and drumming up this crash talk and the market's going to plummet and we're going to hit a depression and recession, that may be the case. But as we look at the chart, that is not being seen right now. It may come through towards the ending of 2022 or 2023, but as of right now, the market is geared to go higher. I'm going to show you all that. So if you guys want to join me as we continue to venture throughout the stock market, hit that like button, and also subscribe. I am not here to pump up stocks. I am not here to give you any fear or FOMO. I simply give you all the real. If you guys want the real, you need to keep it locked in here because I am not here to make it complicated or complex as to how these stocks are going to move. All right, so real quick, the weekly chart right here is when I did my last video. We was anticipating that the market was going to go down in the S&P 500, right? It did. The next week, price did go down. Now, the biggest thing I want you all to see and understand, and don't pay attention to nobody if they are not following the charts. They have to pay attention to the chart. Now, if the market in the S&P 500 was truly weak, right, we would not have seen the market come all the way back up to the high of the previous week. But we see that it is here. So all of this weakness that came in the prior 3 weeks, we are seeing a reverse. The market is telling us that even though we're hearing a lot of talk about prices going down and market coming all the way down here, testing these June lows, right? That doesn't look feasible right now because of what occurred last week. The market bought whoever sold last week. You can see that here in the S&P 500. You can also see here in the Dow. All of these indexes reverse course from going down to going up. Even here in the NASDAQ. Like, what in the world is going on? Everyone else is trying to make us fearful and scared, but the chart is not showing us that. The market is still in an uptrend. Yes. And everyone is trying to tell us, I think we're going to test new lows back in June. The chart is not going to show us. It's not showing us that. It's just not. And for me, I'm a believer in the chart. That's it. I only believe what I see on the chart. I don't believe what Jerome Powell says. I don't believe what these other YouTubers have to say. I don't believe what Elon Musk tweet if it doesn't gel with the chart. Any other economist, any other theorist, any other pundit that's on CNBC, Fox Business, I could care less about what they say because the chart has to reflect the truth, and it does. So I'm going to reverse my price prediction for these three indexes. I'm going to look for the price to go up. Yeah, we have to pay attention and follow the market. That's our main objective in order for us to be truly successful in investing and trading. Fundamental analysis cannot give you this. So let me go ahead and go back to the Dow first of all. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut this one out. Congratulations to those who was able to grab the bag around 31,150. Because if you did that, you won. It's around 3%. If you did it, if you were to get on the last trade of Friday, you probably got a minor profit around 0.1%. Let's get rid of it though. Now, we still have hurdles though. Okay. Even though I'm looking for the price in the Dow to go up. Let's not be oblivious and clueless and not think that we got this downtrend in place. Okay. This is the next objective of the market. They're going to try to push this price towards this downtrend line. Okay. So we're just going to simply reverse course. And once we continue to see this market and these three indexes and the stock market overall begin to go up, everyone else that has been bearish, everyone else has said that we're going to test June lows, they're going to reverse course. And then they're going to change their conversation to say, are we in a new bull run? I'm just beating them to the game. Like, I already know the mentality of human beings. Like you can see it off of the chart because people speak when they place their bets or they're in positions in the stock market. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Because the name of the game is for us to already be in position. So we're trying to beat everybody to these prices. Okay. So let me put this here. Now, how high do you think the market's going to go? Well, it's going to be around 33,000 points in the Dow. That has to be our first price target. So that's around 2.62% run up in the market in the Dow. Easy. My next one, once we see that occur, then that would tell us that price is going to break this downtrend line. So in order for us to be prepared for that, the next level is going to be around 33,700, maybe 34,000. Let me bring this down. It's going to be a close call right around here. Okay, right around there to 34,000 points. And that's a 5% run up. That's doable in the next couple of weeks. Okay. That's the Dow. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be the NASDAQ doing the same thing. We're going to look for the price to go up now. Hopefully you was able to grab some of that profitability in the NASDAQ here. Because if you were, that was around 4.44% profitability. Market didn't come all the way down and test June lows. It didn't. Okay. So now, since we do know that June is where the low came into the market in the NASDAQ, we're going to use that as our support price, 8.75%, right? Now, the first price target is going to take us in the NASDAQ breaking this downtrend line. Like this would probably be the more bullish market out of the three. The NASDAQ would be more bullish. Okay, unless I transition this downtrend line real quick to something like this. Okay, so I'll do that. Let me move this. But the NASDAQ looks to be one of the first ones to really switch over to a bull run, or at least breaking this downtrend line. So my first price target though is around 13,000 points, 13,025. Then my second one is going to be here around 13,400 points in the NASDAQ. Okay, so I'm not going to be massively bullish yet because we all can tell we're in a downtrend. So rather than us being massively bullish, we're just going to be slightly bullish. We're just going to look for the market to go up. Now let's hit this last one real quick, which is the S&P 500. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this one out too. And we're going to look for the market to go higher. And our support area is going to be around 37.25, meaning as long as price and the S&P 500 stays above that particular level, we're going to look for the market to run up. Okay. First price target, I think you all can see it in the S&P 500. It's going to be right around here. Okay. And we're not that far. Given what happened last week, I'm not going to use that as my first price target. My first one is going to be, I'll say like 42.25. So this would probably be the second strongest out of the three indexes. We have the NASDAQ strongest. The second would be S&P 500, and the third would be the Dow. Okay, my first price target is around like 42.25. And my second one would be around 4,300, 4,315 at 6%. All right, so real quick, I know you guys may have heard a lot of weakness talk, a lot of recession, a lot of questions. The chart is not reflecting that at all. No, we're still seeing the market uptrend occurring. All right, so we can't say that we wasn't surprised. I'm letting you all know about it right now, that it does look at if the market is still going to go up. All right, so give me your thoughts though. You may be on the opposite end of the trade. You may think that the price is going to continue to go down. just give us a basis as to why you think so, because I've drawn my conclusions also off of what we see on the chart. So where are you drawing your conclusions from? Let me know. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.